Yeah, students, we will be doing some of the numericals based on cross product. You can turn to page number 109 in the book. In 109, and there are some numericals given here. I will do some numericals, and some numericals you can do it as a homework. So look at this question number 1. So there is a vector is given here, b vector is given here. Then you need to find out the cross product here. So write a vector and write b vector, and we need to do a cross b for this one. So this expressions are written here, and we need to find the cross product. What is cross product? You will get the value as another vector you will get. So we need to do the determinant part of it. So put the determinant and put the directions of the x-axis, direction of y-axis, direction of z-axis. It has been put I, j, k. So the underneath the magnitude of this particular direction, the magnitude of I vector has to be written from the first expression. That is the first row. So 1 is the magnitude here. 3 is the magnitude of j cap. 2 is the magnitude of k cap. Similarly, you need to do this one. So this magnitude also you write here. 3, 1, 2. So when we have to do the cross product, so what we need to do is I cap underneath it need to be hidden here, and then you put here as I cap times of this has to be multiplied. 3 into 2 is 6 minus, and this 2 has to be multiplied. It's going to be 2. Whenever there is a j cap, it should be a minus sign has to be there, followed by the value. You need to hide the j cap value and multiply here 2, and then multiply these 2 minus 6, and then plus k cap. So when k cap is there, hide this one. So you get here as 1 minus 9. So that's the way we need to do. Multiply this minus of other multiplication. So 1 minus 9. So you get 4 I cap. Here it will become minus 4, and then there's another minus here, so it becomes 4 j cap, and this one is going to be minus 8 k cap. So this is the value of C vector, that is A cross B. If you look at the answer also, it's already here. 4 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 8 k cap is there. So you can do the value of this one, and this one. You can do it as a homework. Fine. Now I will go to the question number 19. Now 19th also quite similar. So we will try to do question number 9 right now. So in question number 19, the expressions are given here as A vector, and then B vector is given here. First thing is called A cross B is asked. So what is to be A cross B? So the first row you will get A value. So 2, 3, 1, and B value will follow. So it is 3, 2, 4. And we do the same way. A cross B is equal to, so we hide this one, and then that's going to be equal to I cap times of cross multiply this 12 and cross multiply this minus 2 minus j cap of, it is 8 minus 3 plus k cap, it is 4, and this one is minus 9. So what will be the value here? It will be 12 minus 2, 10 I cap, and here it's going to be 5, it is minus 5 j cap, and then here it is minus 5 k cap. So this you got for A cross B. Now what is the value way to do B cross A? So the first row you need to put B vector, 3, 2, 4, and then second row you need to put A vector, that is 2, 3, and 1. So B cross A, you will to do the same thing once again. Hide this one and do the value. So I cap and then minus j cap and then k cap plus k cap. So put the value, you will get a vector. So A cross B you will get and B cross A you will get. Now what it is asked is, after you find out these two things, A cross B and B cross A, so you will be able to get the answer. Now first answer I have already got, second answer also you will be able to get this one over here. So you can do it yourself. Then it is asked A plus B, add these two. So add these two things and then A minus B, you subtract these two things, A minus B, and then do the cross product of this. You will get one expression, another expression, do the cross product, you will be able to get it. So these two things, please do it as a homework. Right? So question number 20. Here we see A vector is here, B vector is here. Both of them is written here. Now we need to prove that they are parallel to each other. What does parallel means? A cross B is equal to AB sine theta. That means theta is going to be equal to 0 degrees. Two vectors to be parallel. That means theta is going to be equal to 0 degrees here. So it is A, B sine 0. So it should be equal to 0. When you do the cross product, of these two, the final answer you should get 0. So let us try to do this one. 4, 3, 1 and then is 12, 9 and 3. So already we have done this one. Now we need to hide the middle term and then see how it comes. So A cross B, I cap, this is 3, 9 and then followed by this also 9, minus 9, minus j cap. So what is this one? 12, 4 into 3 is 12, minus this is 12, and then do this one plus k cap. This is 36, minus 36. So everywhere you get here as 0. So it is going to be 0 I cap minus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. So it is totally a 0 vector, thus proved as parallel, because everything is 0 here. So you have to do the next question, prove this one also parallelly here. That question you need to do yourself. The next is question number 21. Find the area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are formed by the vector A and B vector. So we find two vectors which is given here. We need to find out the area of parallelogram. So already we saw in the geometrical representation. So if this is the B vector and this is A vector and there is an angle here, this straight line, it is called B sine theta, and this one will become A cross B. When you try to do, it is A times of B sine theta. This is AB sine theta. What is A vector? It is a base here, 0, maybe it's O, this is P, and then this is OP here, and this is Q and N, so it is going to be QN. Now you can enclose it as a parallelogram. Once you enclose it as a parallelogram, it makes it as OP, the base of the parallelogram, QN, the perpendicular height of the parallelogram, so it becomes area of parallelogram. We started with the AB sine theta and we ended with the AB area of the parallelogram. So A cross B is equal to area of parallelogram. So just find out A cross B. So I, J and K. So this is 1 minus 3, 1. Second row, 1, 1 and 1. Now we need to find out the cross product here. So going the same way, hide this one. So I cap A cross B, I cap is equal to minus 3 minus 1 minus j cap is going to be equal to 1 minus 1, and then plus k cap is going to be equal to 1 plus 3. So that will become equal to, so it is minus 4 I cap and here it is going to be 0 here, and then plus 4 k cap. So you need to find out the magnitude. We need to find out the magnitude A cross B. So magnitude you need to find out, it is going to be under root of 4 square plus 4 square. That will be equal to 16 plus 16 under root 32. That will be the answer. So you get here. So under root 32 is still given here as 4 under root 2. You can also do that way. You can take it out outside 4 and then do this one. So that is the way this has been done. Your homework is these two questions. Calculate the area of parallelogram of these two vectors. Please do this one. And as well as find the area of triangle formed by this one. So area of triangle means the two vectors are given here. Just find out A cross B. First of all, you find out A cross B. And then if you are putting a line like this, then you will see this is the area of triangle. How to find out the area of triangle? After finding out the entire thing, area of triangle is equal to half of area of parallelogram. That is going to be equal to 1 by 2 into A cross B. So whatever the A cross B you find out, the magnitude you find out divided by 2, that will be area of triangle. So you need to just do the same thing. Find the same A cross B and then find the answer is you need to divide it by 2. So that's the way it is. This also you can do it as a homework. So for the next question, turn to page number 188. I'll do an example question here. So the example question, I could encourage you to try this question, scalar and vector product of two vectors. It is A vector is given here, B vector is given here. You need to find out both A dot B and A cross B. You can try this one. And question number 42. So question number 42, it says, find a unit vector perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. So unit vector perpendicular to A and B. So that's what it is asked. So how do we find unit vector perpendicular to A and B? So let us try to make this as a diagram here. This is A vector and this is B vector and this is theta value here. Now whenever we do, they are not asked you to find out A cross B or anything. They were just given a word, unit vector both perpendicular to both. What is a unit vector perpendicular to both A and B? For A vector, which is going to be perpendicular is here like this. And for B vector, the perpendicular is, it should be something like this. Now, when you do cross product, you will get a final vector which is perpendicular to both A and B actually. Because the screw rule says you need to tighten this one in this direction. So you will get the tighten one, it is just going in this direction. It is perpendicular, this is perpendicular to B vector and this is perpendicular to A vector also. So you get a C vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. Now they are asking, find this vector which is perpendicular to A and B, and it is also not only this vector, it should be a unit vector. So first of all, find out C vector, which is A cross B. You find out, you will get C vector. That's step number 1. After you find out A cross B, you get this C vector, and then after C vector, you need to find out the unit vector of this. So A vector and B vector, I have written this format here, and this is the one. So what you will do is, you have to do the value here. Now after some time, you need not hide this one also, you can do it yourself. I cap is equal to minus 4 plus 4 minus j cap is equal to 12 minus 4 plus k cap is equal to minus 6 plus 2. So this will be 0 I cap, and here you get here as right. Here you get here as 8 j cap, right? This is 8 j cap, and here you get here minus 4 k cap. So once you got this expression as C vector, that is A cross B, now what is C vector, we already know it is going to be equal to the magnitude of C and then C cap, the unit vector of C. So if you wanted to find out the unit vector of C, it is C vector upon C magnitude. So you need to find out the magnitude of C, that is going to be equal to 64 plus 16, you get here as 80 under root. So what is C vector? The unit vector of this particular vector. Unit vector is, put the vector divided by the magnitude. So it is 8j cap minus 4k cap divided by under root 80. You get this as answer, as a unit vector perpendicular to this one. So if you wanted to find out A cross B perpendicular to this one, you have to get this as A cross B value and find out the unit vector. So that is the value. Now this question, if you look at this, they have made a small mistake here. This minus j cap is given here. So I did this y. But when they had put this value here, they did not put minus 1. They had put only plus 1. So maybe this question had plus over here. So because I have taken minus, this answer is different. My answer is different. And finally this answer, if you look at this one, I minus j minus k upon under root 3, my answer is minus 8j plus 4k under root 80. Just a tiny difference, just minus one of the quantity, entire thing goes wrong. So please be very careful when you are writing from here to this place. So book itself is an example of what a small mistake can lead you to the complete numerical error. So we'll do the last question. I'll just refer you to this question and please do this in your book, notebook. So it is asked same thing, find a vector whose magnitude is 12. Last time it was find the vector whose unit vector it is asked. Now with magnitude of 12 is given and which is perpendicular to both this vector A and B. So we need to find out for both this vector A and B vector, we need to find out the perpendicular vector. So it is just say do A cross B. So once you do A cross B, I, J, K, straight away you do this one and you will get an answer. I'll just write the answer. They have done the A cross B and they've got this 4 minus 8 and minus 8 and minus 8k. So you get here as 4i cap minus 8j cap minus 8k cap. You will get A cross B. Now what they have asked is find the vector whose magnitude is 12 and perpendicular to each other. So why do we find out this one? Because this is B vector and this is A vector and this is theta. Only a cross product will make it as a perpendicular vector. So we have found a cross product just here to find out this one. So this vector is perpendicular to A and perpendicular to B. They did not ask you to find a cross product, but we have found cross product because that's the only fact which enables and makes us to get into a point where A cross B will be definitely perpendicular to these two things. After finding out this, they are asking whose magnitude is 12. This vector should be having a magnitude 12 and it should be having a value perpendicular to this one. So how to do this way? So you need to find out, this is C vector, you can say. C vector is 4i cap minus 8j cap minus 8k cap. So find out the C cap of this, modulus of this into C cap. This is vector is split into two parts, magnitude and direction. This is unit vector and magnitude. So what is C cap then? C vector upon C modulus. So which makes it as C vector. It is 4 I cap 8j cap minus 8k cap upon the modulus of this one. What is the modulus of this? It is going to be 16 plus 64 plus 64. So that will be 80 and 80 plus 64. So you will get here as a big value. And then you need to put this value, which is under root of 144. That's going to be equal to 12. So put 12 here. So after you put 12 here, they are asking whose magnitude is 12. So 12 times of C cap is the way they are asking. So 12 times of this whole thing, 4I cap minus 8J cap minus 8K cap upon 12. This is already here. These two will get cancelled out. So that is the final answer you will get here as 4I cap minus 8J cap minus 8K cap will be the answer for you. That is 12 unit vector with magnitude 12. It is not unit vector, magnitude is 12, and the vector perpendicular to this one is this one. You got this as an answer here also. C vector is going to be this answer. Okay children, with this we close the numerical of the cross product. Thank you.